Chad Bates back at Lingle-Ft Laramie High School. A little confusion in the building, but I think we have it situated. KC dropped out of this tournament a couple days ago, and so taking their place because they have a massively large roster is going to be Lingle-Ft Laramie JV. So we're going to bring you that contest, and I think by the time we got it all figured out why the heck Lingle was warming up again, time was running short. So we're going to bring the starting lineups to you right away. The starting lineups are fueled by Essential Fuels in Torrington, where quality service meets competitive prices. Feeling hungry? Try one of their breakfast or lunch items, made fresh, hot, and ready for you. Essential Fuels, your essential stop in Torrington. So Lingle-Ft Laramie Lady Dogger JV team is going to take on Hannah Elk Mountain. Hannah's going to come out this way. A junior, number 10, Bailey Bustos. A junior, number 11, Arica Clace. A senior, number 14, Sammy Widdison. A senior, number 17, Isabella Vipuna. Kaylee Johnson's a freshman, number 18, Madison Widdison. A senior, number 34, and the libero is Elena McNeese. She is a senior. For the Lady Doggers, they're going to come out this way. A sophomore, number 5, Madison Boyer. A sophomore, number 9, Talia Kinberg. Anna Frederick is a senior, number 13. Trinity Martin, a junior, number 14. Lily Lawrence, a senior, number 15. The libero is Jazz Lira, a sophomore. And number 10, number 23, Peyton Lincoln. While the teams are finishing up warm-ups and getting the starting lineups on the court, we'll take a timeout.
Your farm or ranch is unique. Your insurance coverage should be too. I'm Kyle Rafferty, and at J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, we provide coverage for everything you work hard for day in and day out. We tailor coverages to meet the needs of your operation. Together, we can find the right policy to protect you from the unexpected. Give me a call at 532-2147 or drop by my office here in Torrington. J.G. Elliott Insurance, a Platte Valley company.
Anderson Carpet is proud to have been your flooring expert for the past 46 years, honoring small-town values yet featuring a huge selection that is sure to surprise. Choose from their stock of carpet, hardwood, vinyl plank, vinyl tile, or sheet vinyl for any project. And they have the experts on hand to install them all, giving you a look you'll love for years to come. Stop in and visit today. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 to 1. Anderson Carpet in Lingle.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Chad Bates back in Lingle-Ft Laramie High School Dogger Invitational, where we're just running these matches through like cattle at the sale barn. KC drops out, so Lingle-Ft Laramie JV will step in and play Hannah Elk Mountain. So everywhere that KC is on the schedule, we'll be able to pump in the JV for Lingle-Ft Laramie. Brings us another team that we're covering, which is fantastic for these girls. Lingle-Ft Laramie is going to have the first serve, and back starting us off is going to be Anna Frederick. Looks like the libero, Lyra, will be checking in as soon as the down official gets things set. She sends her in. Lingle-Ft Laramie has quite the roster. I bet you. I haven't went through and counted, but it's the entire half of a page, 8 inches, almost 8 inches worth of volleyball players on the roster. And we are ready to go with Frederick's first serve, and it's going to be a shank. Excited to have a new starting lineup sponsor and Essential Fuels. Frederick's second serve popped straight up in the air, and now going to be free-balled over by Clace. Here's an attack on the outside from Lawrence. Point to Elk Mountain. We're tied at 1 on the CNA scoreboard. I can get my lineups here situated in my hand. Back doing the serving was Clace, I believe. And now here's an attack on the outside by Lawrence. She's going to get the kill. That was actually Vipuna on the serve. But back for Lingle-Ft Laramie will be Trinity Martin with a 2-1 lead. Now Trinity misses wide left. We're tied at 2. Other teams that we're going to be covering when they come to this court will be Guernsey Sunrise as well as Pine Bluffs, Niobrara County. And we had Lingle-Ft Laramie varsity earlier winning in 2 sets over Rock River. Serve goes into the net from Whittison. Just side outs, exchanging points here early in the first with Lily Lawrence serving into the net, another side out and service error. First action for high school sports, volleyball and football today. That's a let serve, touches the top of the net off the hands of Whittison. That was Madison Whittison for the ace. Miners will take the lead 4-3 CNA scoreboard. Another serve looks long, but it goes off of the hands of Lily Lawrence for the ace. Back-to-back aces for Whittison and the Miners. 5-3 here in set 1. Best of 3. This one is handled by the libero Lyra and now free-balled over by Lincoln. There's a good swing and a kill for Sammy Whittison on the left side for the Miners. They're up 6-3 CNA scoreboard. Lingle-Ft Laramie looking to get a good pass here. Stop this 4-0 run. High floater. It's going to be tracked down by Boyer and now free-balled over. Miners on the attack on the outside with Sammy Whittison. Free-balled over to Lyra. Set up in the middle to Lincoln. She's going to go long. 7-3 CNA scoreboard. Whittison serve. Handled there by Lawrence, and now on the outside to Kinberg. Going to get stuffed. Let's try to just kind of tap that thing over. Miners were there to stuff her down. 8-3. Lady Doggers down here in set 1. I'm probably smelling a timeout shortly. Don't need one with Whittison putting it into the net. So going back to serve will be Madison Boyer, the sophomore. Lady Doggers need a run here at 8-4. They're down. Popped up in the air by Whittison and now free-balled over by Bustos. Boyer setting backside. Nice set. Popped up in the air by the Miners and now free-balled over by Bustos. Boyer again setting. She's going to go outside. This time it's to Kinberg. And we're going to get in the net call on Bustos. Bustos is very active defensively and offensively for the Miners. Boyer, little floater into the campfire, diving for it, not able to get there is Sammy Whittison, freshman. 8-6 CNA scoreboard. 3-0, 2-0 run, 3-0 run for the Lady Doggers. Here's an overpass. Trying to get it up and over was Lincoln, and she kind of palmed it. Was off the net further than she thought it was going to be. Put it into the net. 9-6 side out to the Miners. Back serving. Can't see the number on this young lady for the Miners. Believe that was Vipuna. Nope, she's whoever that is. 16, 15. Dragovich was the server. She came in and now back in, and this is a libero McNeese. Back serving for the Lady Doggers is Frederick. They're just down 2, 9-7. High floater to the deep corner. Handled by the Miners. And on the kill is going to be Vaipuna. Put it over the top of the block, dump it into the campfire. 10-3 or 10-7. Miners up, headed back to serve will be Sammy Whittison. Good to get her out of the front row. She had some good attacks. That's juiced well long. Service error. Side out, and headed back to serve is going to be Kinberg, the sophomore. Checking out is Lincoln. Back in is the libero Lyra. She'll play that back row. High floater handled by McNeese. And now on the attack is Clace. Lyra's there. Boyer setting outside. Goes cross court with it. It was Lily Lawrence, and she's going to get the kill in a passing error. Not able to handle it was Vaipuna. So still serving is Kinberg for the Lady Doggers. And she puts that one in the net. Didn't have a good toss on it. Went off the top of her fingers, so she couldn't get any pop on it. That'll send Bustos back to the service line for the Miners. A little running, little sort of jump serve to Lyra. Nice set by Frederick. And trying to go over it was Trinity Martin with her left hand. Kind of cut off. I think that's Lawrence on the outside. Kind of cut her off a little bit. Lawrence had a better chance at it with her right hand, I think. 12-9, CNA scoreboard. That serve is long. Nice job by Lyra laying off it. She was there on the move and just stopped running. She knew it was going to be long. Back serving is Frederick. Floater to McNeese, and she shanks it a bit. Miners dive, can't get there. Doggers within 1 here in set 1. 12-11, CNA scoreboard. Frederick serve. McNeese pops it straight up in the air. That goes to Clace, and then free balled over by Vaipuna is going to be long. We're tied. It's been a ways back to get here, but tied 12-12 CNA scoreboard. McNeese lays off that one. It's an ace. Here's a foot inside. Lady Doggers with their first lead since early in set 1 here, 13-12. That one's long. Laying off and not doing anything with it was Sammy Whittison. Checking in is going to be Johnson for the Lady Miners. Coming out was the libero McNeese. She had rotated to the front row. Vaipuna serve. Now here's a set in the middle to Martin. She puts it into the net. Set was about 3 feet off. And Trinity just didn't make that adjustment to where the set was. So Vaipuna with the standing serve is going to be short. Nice dig by Boyer. Going Martin again in the middle. She just fist bumps it over. There's a left-handed nice dig up by Frederick, and now free balled over by the Lady Doggers. Little dump set outside, and now free ball over by Lawrence. The attack by the Miners is over by the left hand. Going to Lawrence again on the outside. She goes cross court and is just wide right. Good idea, just didn't quite execute the way she wanted to there. Vaipuna still serving to Lawrence. Free balled over by Frederick. Bustos with the set, left hand attack in the middle, pops straight up in there by Lyra, giving chase but couldn't get there was Frederick. Frederick playing that right side. 16-13, Miners extend the lead to 3. Vaipuna is ball's going to drop right at the feet of Lyra. Just needed to take a step up. I think maybe she thought that Kinberg was going to take it, and Kinberg stepped away at the last minute. But it was definitely Lyra's ball to take the whole time. Vaipuna, short serve, pops straight up in the air. And now free balled over by Boyer. Set on the back side, and now just free balled over to Lyra. Popped up in the air. Martin on the attack in the middle, takes it with her left hand and is going to get the kill. Diving for it was Bustos. Good spot. Nobody home for the Miners there. Back serving Trinity Martin for the Lady Doggers. This is the JV team taking the place of KC, who was unable to attend. Found out a couple days ago. We just found out about 3 minutes ago, feels like. Bustos. Free balls, sets it over, out of bounds. Lady Doggers trying to crawl back this one about midway, a little more than midway through the first set. There's a set that pass it is over, pounded down by Lincoln. Right back over. Here's Lawrence on the attack. Partially touches the net and then drops over the top of the block. Diving for it, but not able to get there was Bustos. 17-16 CNA scoreboard. Checking in for the first time is going to be Hammond. And coming out is going to be Bustos. So Hammond, is a senior, comes in for Bustos, who was setting, I think. Hammond giving chase, but taking the ball is Whittison, and now free balled over. That's to Kinberg, set up in the middle to Lincoln, and she dumps it in front of Vaipuna for the kill. We're tied at 17. It was a curious switch that the Miners made. I didn't think Bustos was setting poorly. Maybe the defensive aspect of it, but there's a serve into the net by Martin, so side out. And Hammond, is that Hammond back to serve? I can't see their numbers for anything. Here's an attack by Lawrence on the right side. Vaipuna's there to dig it out. Whittison pops it straight up in the air and unable to clear it in 3. So side out to the Doggers. We're tied at 18. This is a good one. Kind of came in a hurry and unexpectedly. I couldn't figure out why Lady Doggers were warming up again. Here's a set by Whittison, and on the attack with Sammy Whittison. She's going to get the kill going cross court. Diving for it was Kinberg. She couldn't get there. Miners regain the lead. And back serving is going to be Madison Whittison, who had that nice set. Don't think she's their normal setter, but she took it and ran with it. Whittison serves, goes to Lyra. Lawrence up in the air, and now free balled over by Lawrence. Some miscommunication, lucky to get it over. Here's a set tight at the net. There's going to be a net call, has to be by Sammy Whittison. She was hanging all over in it. Had her body, her arm. I think they just signaled to, yep. Can't believe the Miners tried to steal the serve there, and the officials were having nothing to do with it. So serving is Booyer. She put it into the net. 20-19 CNA scoreboard. And back to serve is going to be Johnson, I think. And we're going to get an out of rotation on Lingle-Ft Laramie. And I think Booyer was covered up by Lawrence because she had just served. And so Booyer has to be to her left, or the inside portion of the court, and Booyer has to be on the outside. It's a tough rule to explain. You have to see it to know. There's a serve into the net. Doggers need a run here, down 1, 21-20. And Lincoln back to try to get him going from the service line. There's a shank into the net, getting a hand on it with Sammy Whittison after it went off of the arms of Johnson. Tied at 21. Lincoln's serve. It's going to go to Whittison. Popped up in the air. Now Sammy Whittison with her left hand. Nice diving save by Lincoln. Booyer outside to Kinberg. Now Puna takes it over left hand, and now Kinberg on the attack again. Diving and saving it is Clace. Free balled over. Should have been. Nope, she's in the. I thought it was back row attack. Free ball by Lawrence now. Attack Sammy Whittison. Partially touched. Lyra gets it. Now miscommunication. No talking between Frederick and Booyer, and the ball drops right in between them. 22-21 CNA scoreboard. Sammy Whittison will be back to serve for Hannah Elk Mountain. We're going to get a lineup change or check here. The down official is going to direct some traffic. Coming back in will be Trinity Martin. Heading out is Lyra as she rotated as the libero to the front row and can't be there. So across the front we have Kinberg, Frederick, and Martin. And the serve by Whittison goes into the net. That was almost as good as a timeout, asking for a lineup check there. Kinberg will serve for the Lady Doggers, knotted at 22 here in set 1. High floater is going to go to McNeese, setting outside to Clace. Looks long, but handled by Kinberg. Lawrence with the set over Kinberg, or Clace pops it up in the air, and then Whittison free balls it over. Booyer setting up, backside. Nope, set right above her, diving, almost running into each other. It was Frederick and Martin trying to get there. That set didn't go quite where they wanted. 23-22 CNA scoreboard. We have a timeout. I'll take one too.
Looking for expert urologic care in your community? Dr. Matthew Ruttman, board-certified urologist at Banner Health Torrington, specializes in comprehensive urologic and pelvic health, treating everything from bladder issues and kidney stones to pelvic pain and prostate issues. Dr. Ruttman provides personalized, compassionate care right here in your community. Call Banner Health Torrington at 307-532-8758. Banner Health, making healthcare easier so life can be better.
Bear Mountain Beef is your go-to for all of your USDA beef, hog, lamb, and goat processing. Located in Hot Springs, they're the premier USDA processor in the area. Give them a call today to book your next appointment, 307-338-2751, or visit their website, bearmountainbeef.com, 338-2751. Bear Mountain Beef, a cut above the rest.
Back to some live action, 23-22, and good timeout as the serve goes off of the hand of Hammond into the net. We're tied at 23. Back to serve is Anna Frederick trying to close this out for the Dogger JV team. Stepped in and playing good here in this Dogger Invitational. There's a shank by Puna out of bounds. So we're at set point, 24-23 CNA scoreboard. Lady Doggers up in set 1. Free balled over. Frederick comes in, covers it up, and now just a free ball by Martin. Elk Mountain on the attack by Puna is going to get it in. On the line, we're tied at 24. With Vipuna serving, high floater to Kinberg. Setting outside, and Lawrence just has to tap it over. Free ball, Hammond going in the middle. Tried to free ball it over on the attack, puts it into the net. That was Johnson. So, seen enough of that setting. Hammond's coming out, going back in as Bustos. Back serving will be Trinity Martin. Again at set point number 2, 25-24. CNA scoreboard. Clace free balls it over. This could be it on the attack. Going deep. Vipuna is there. Now free balled over. Booyer hustling, can't get there as the pass was up and away from her from Anna Frederick. We're tied at 25. This is the no cap situation, folks. So coming out is going to be Trinity Martin, and checking in is going to be Lyra with Clay serving. The lefty to Lyra. Bustos pops it up and over one hand. It's going to get the kill. She just kind of reached out, diving almost on her feet for it. Got inside the antenna, gets the kill. We're at set point number 3 with Lily Lawrence serving for the Lady Doggers. And that one goes off. A Clace is going to be an ace, and that'll end it. Lady Doggers win set 1. 27-25. We'll be back with set 2 after this.
Are you planning a kitchen remodel but don't know where to start?
Hi, this is Dan Shields from Century Lumber. Start with semi-custom diamond cabinets and Century Lumber. Diamond cabinets offer the latest door styles and finishes at an affordable price. I can walk you through all the features and benefits and provide a free estimate and expert design. Stop in and turn that vision of your dream kitchen into a reality with the help of Century Lumber Center in Torrington.
Whether you love them or can't stand them, surprises are a part of life. I'm Brian Young, your Torrington Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can help you get ready for whatever life throws at you. As your needs change, we can change what you need to do to help you end up where you want to be. And while there is never a good time to experience unexpected costs, we can work together to help make them feel a little less unexpected. Stop by our office on Main Street in Torrington or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
The best doggone bank around. Hi, this is Leonard at First State Bank in Torrington. Bank fees are rough, but not with totally free checking. Ask about our awesome checking accounts with free online banking, free instant issue Visa debit cards, and a free gift, an outdoor blanket. That's our way of saying thank you. Warning, our service may lead to excessive tail wagging. First State Bank in Torrington, a division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking, member FDIC.
Eric's Lube Express provides fast, friendly, and convenient oil changes with no appointment needed. Located in the Cold Springs Business Park, just north of Baumgars. Simply drive up and never get out of your vehicle. They'll also accommodate your busy schedule with pickup and delivery service. Just call 307-338-2653. Oil changes made easy. Eric's Lube Express. Swing through today.
Hi, this is Brian Young, CEO of Go Goshen. Go Goshen is a nonprofit organization dedicated to fostering economic development in Goshen County since 1987. In our community, small businesses are vital, which is why Go Goshen focuses on retaining and expanding local enterprises through grants and other opportunities. We're also home to the Chamber of Commerce, Travel and Tourism, and the Main Street program. Visit gogoshen.com to learn more about how we can help you today.
Shad Bates back at Lingle-Ft Laramie High School. Dogger Invitational. KC unable to make it, so Lingle-Ft Laramie, being the great host team that they are, stepped up and is playing their JV in KC spot, and they're taking on Hannah Elk Mountain right now. Don't forget, we're streaming this live on KGOS Sports on the YouTube channel. First time with volleyball being able to do that, and so I'm learning a whole new system. I don't think I'm messing it up too bad yet. Valpuna going to take the first serve. Lingle-Ft Laramie on the attack with Lawrence on the outside. Partially touched and drops on this great attack by Lawrence there. Took it off the block of... Boy, these girls' shirts are just not easy to read. I believe that was Johnson. So back serving will be Frederick. Clace sets it over to Lyra. Popped up in the air. Now free balled over to Lawrence. She takes it over. Whittison in the middle to Johnson to Lyra. Setting is Frederick. Goes straight up in the air. Free balled over by Peyton Lincoln. And now a ball into the net by the Lady Miners. We see Pine Bluffs walking around. They're here. Guernsey Sunrise. They're headed to the other gym, those teams. Doggers up 1-0. Goes into the rafters and is playable. Whittison's got to free ball it over to Lyra. Frederick setting up in the middle. Big swing going cross court is Madden Clark in. Starting this one and going to be long. So Clace with their little left-hand serve. Diving for it. Popping in the air is Booyer, but it goes into the bench. We're tied at 2 on CNA scoreboard. I think these will be close sets all the way through. Team's pretty evenly matched so far. Clace, her second serve. It's going to be handled by Lyra. Frederick setting in the middle. That's Clark going to get the kill. Nice spot. Goes a little to her left with it. So Clark getting the go in this one. We have Lincoln coming in. Clark will go out, so a double switch there with Lyra back to serve. Good serve by Lyra to Clace. Is going to go into the net. Whittison couldn't get there. That's an ace for Lyra. Her first time serving today. Was a good one. Good serve deep. Clace dives for it, gets her hand on it, goes to the back wall. I think that would have been out, though. Nonetheless, an ace for Lingle-Ft Laramie. That 5-2 now on CNA scoreboard. Another good serve. Popped straight up in the air by Bustos, and now just free-balled over by Johnson. Diving save, and then one arm Frederick gets it over. Just stuck her right hand out, goes over the net and gets the kill as the setter. Fortuitous. Another serve to Bustos. Whittison goes to Sammy Whittison. Lingle-Ft Laramie on the attack with Lawrence. She goes right up the gut. That's a good dig there by Vipuna. And at 7-2, Doggers on a run. We're going to have a timeout, so I'll take one too.
Whether you're a Wyoming Cowboy fan or a Trailblazer, Lancer, Dogger, or Cyclone, Heartland Embroidery has the apparel and accessories you need to show your school colors. Stop in the store on Main Street in Torrington and take a look for yourself. From jackets and t-shirts to everyday gear and accessories, we promise you'll find something for the whole family. With new items always coming into the store, you'll always find that perfect item to show off your school spirit. Only at Heartland Embroidery, downtown Torrington.
At Platte River Family Dentistry, it's their vision that patients have the freedom to choose a lifetime of optimum dental health. It's their mission to provide progressive excellence in dental care with the ultimate in patient comfort. Dr. Marsh, Dr. Lucas, and the staff are always striving to learn the most up-to-date information, so it's clear to see that Platte River Family Dentistry is the right choice for your dental health. They appreciate your referrals and always welcome new patients. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448.
Hi, it's Ashley Arntz, mortgage lender with Platte Valley Bank. Buying a home is a big milestone, and at Platte Valley Bank, we're here to make it a little easier. From understanding your budget to securing the right mortgage, we guide you through every step of the way. With competitive rates and personalized support, we make home ownership easy, whether it is your first home or your next home. You've earned it. Now it's time to own it with a mortgage from Platte Valley Bank. Platte Valley Bank, you belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We're back to live action. Miners can't clear it, so .2 Lady Doggers, they're up 8-2 CNA scoreboard. Lyra still serving the libero in this contest. She's doing a heck of a job. That goes to Clace. Free balled over to Kinberg. Now on the attack is Lawrence. Partially touches the net, goes into the campfire right in front of Vipuna. 10-2, I think. Should have been maybe 10-2. 9-2 the scoreboard says, but we'll see. Lyra to Vipuna. Pops it straight up in the air. Clace gives chase. Passes it. Now diving to save it is Whittison, and she does so right on the back line. 9-3 now, CNA scoreboard. Kind of keeping track of teams going to the other court. Looks like on the other court, Lingle-Ft Laramie varsity and Arvada Claremont are going to lock horns as Arvada just left the gym. Whittison serve, popped straight up in the air by, who was that? Frederick, and then in the middle is Boyer's going to get the kill. Kind of backhanded that thing right into the campfire. 10-3 CNA scoreboard. So that means we could have Pine Bluffs and Hewlett on this court next. We shall see. This might be back-to-back broadcasts all day if it worked out right. Serving is Lawrence. It's a good one. Pass goes into the net. 11-3 CNA scoreboard. Lady Doggers look really good. Much better this set than the first set. They were kind of flat, I thought, maybe the first set. Lawrence is served to Whittison. Bustos pops it up in the air. Sammy Whittison on the attack. Nice dig. Overpass. Right back at him. Boyer setting outside. That one goes to Martin, and it's going to go off the hands. Nope, it's going to be just in. Thought maybe it touched a hand, but just in. Hey, don't forget to check out GoCoNow.com on the web. Up-to-date news of everything. I see that, imagine some article about the teams going to be posted on there. There's going to be some pictures. I see the pictures being taken. There's a little set over, and now free balled. Tracked down by Frederick, and then going cross court on it was Martin. Free ball back to Lawrence. Frederick, and then on the attack, they're going to be touched. That was Peyton Lincoln out of the middle. Lady Doggers up 13-3 CNA scoreboard with Lawrence serving. Much better passing, which leads to setting and hitting. Can't do anything with that one as it goes into the net on the serve side out. And double switch will allow McNeese, the libero, to serve. She took off her glove. She was wearing some sort of glove contraption, which are generally, I think, for hitters, but I don't know. McNeese diving save. Vipuna pops it over. Good save. And now on the attack is Lincoln in the middle. She's going to get the kill. Diving for it was McNeese. Couldn't get there. 14-4 CNA scoreboard. So the Lady Dogger JV team that stepped in to play in KC's spot looking pretty good here in the set two, which is good. They push the JV, or the varsity for sure. Vipuna is going to get a kill out of the middle. Got all of that one as it goes down fast and on the right side. So side out. Back to serve is going to be Sammy Widdison. Nice dig there by Frederick, and then Booyer can't chase it down. She had to come all the way across court to try to get there. (14-6) CNA scoreboard, and Widdison puts it in the net. Service error. Lincoln will back to serve with a 9-point lead, 15-6 CNA scoreboard. High floater should tickle the back line, and it's barely in. Madison Widdison beside herself, thought it was out, but linesman right there. Lincoln serve to Widdison. Popped up in the air by Bustos. Now Clace on the attack to Lincoln. Booyer tracks it down. And then Trinity Martin takes it over. Sammy Widdison is there. Bustos to Sammy Widdison from 13. Back row attack. Nice dig by Lincoln. Boyer's there to set it. And on the attack in the middle, and then stuff blocked was Clark. Set was about 6 feet off the net, so tough to get that over the block from that far out unless it's just a pass or a small roll. 16-7 CNA scoreboard. Back serving is Bustos. It's going to go to Lawrence, and now got to be free balled over by Frederick. Vipuna free balls it over. Frederick dives for it, and then goes off her hands out of bounds. Doggers still up 8, 16-8. CNA scoreboard with Bustos serving for the Lady Miners. Looks long. Boyer's going to play it. Frederick tracks it down and then free balled over by Martin. Bustos setting up Vipuna in the middle. She goes to the same spot, but we're going to get a net call, and that's going to be on Clark in the middle. So Bustos still serving. Lady Doggers need a side out here. That's going to be a short one to Lawrence. Boyer's there. Sets up in the middle and then free balled over to Martin, and she's going to get stuff blocked by Vipuna. 16-10. I see the Lady Hornets team parents coming over. Here's a free ball by Clark to Clace. Bustos to Vipuna in the middle. She's been on fire and continues that right up the middle in front of Lyra. Probably, if another point is scored, we're going to have a timeout, I would guess. Bustos with the little trot. Puts it into the net. No timeout needed on that one. Headed back to serve will be Trinity Martin with a 6-point lead, 17-11 CNA scoreboard. Martin just clears the net into the campfire. Bustos stuck her foot out. 18-11 now. Martin's serve goes wide to the right. There's an overpass. Out of bounds. No touch. 19-11. Martin serving well. That goes to Vipuna in the middle. She's going to get stuff blocked by Clark, but under the net is Vipuna as well. So now we're at 20-11. Lady Doggers starting to smell that victory. Whittison pops straight up in the air to Clace, and now Vipuna just takes it over. Clark ducks out of the way in the middle. 20-12. Checking back in is going to be Kinberg, and headed out will be Trinity Martin. So Kinberg will play that back row for Martin as she rotates to get done with her serving. Vipuna back for the Miners. That's a short serve handled by Lawrence. Frederick, and then on the attack was Boyer from the back row, and it's long, 20-13. Vipuna, high floater, handled by Kinberg, and now Lawrence goes cross court. Sammy Whittison gets her hands on it, popped up in the air by Bustos, and then Clace is going to free ball it over. Here comes Boyer on the attack, or on the set, and nice spot on the sideline by Clark, just misdirected it. 21-13. With Boyer to serve. Nope. That's Anna Frederick. Got to look at the shoes on that one. That one misses wide left. 21-14. And Clace back serving, the lefty puts it into the net. So we'll have the next contest, I think, is going to be Pine Bluffs and Hewlett. Possibly. Lyra serving for the Lady Doggers. If it is that, we'll bring it to you live and we'll stream it. Frederick setting Lawrence, and she mistimed the jump into the net. We're just trading points here the last 4 or 5 serves. 22-15 CNA scoreboard. Madison Whittison to serve to Lyra. Boyer going outside to Lincoln, goes deep corner and hits it. 23-15. Lyra's done well at the service line. Oh, she's done. This is going to be Lawrence serving. Checking in is going to be Trinity Martin. Coming out will be Talia Kinberg. Lawrence's serve is going to be an ace off the hands of first Vipuna and then Clace. That thing had some gas on it. We're at set point for the Lady Dogger JV team, who has stepped in nicely for KC, who couldn't make the tournament. Another good serve, Whittison. And now just got to be free-balled over by Bustos. And Lawrence pops it up. Giving chase, trying to get there was Anna Frederick. Dove, got her hand on it, but that was it. We're at set point number 2, 24-16 CNA scoreboard. And Vipuna coming in, double switch. That puts McNeese, the libero, back to serve. There's a high floater to Lawrence. Boyer, and now going to be free-balled over by Lincoln. Tracked down by the setter Bustos, and now Vipuna free balls it over, setting up an offense here. Nope, we're just going to take it over second contact. Whittison to Bustos, popped up in the air by Lawrence, and now free ball over to Whittison. to Sammy Whittison. And we're going to get under the net by Sammy. That's going to be the set and the match as the JV is going to win this in 2. They win the first one 27-25, second one 25-16. I'm going to take a break. It looks like Pine's coming on the net, on the court. And that is, in fact, Hewlett. So we will bring you the next contest, Pine Bluffs and Hewlett, after this.
Blodorns in Torrington is proud to have been serving the area for over 100 years. At Blodorns, they believe that the essence of your legacy can be found not only in the things you build and leave behind, but through the relationships you create along the way. That's why you can trust the friendly staff for help with any project. They have the building supplies you need from start to finish. Shop online today at blodorns.com. Blodorns, products you need, people you trust.
Torrington Vision Source is a proud radio sponsor of area athletes and the Wyoming Cowboys.
Hi, it's Ashley Arntz, mortgage lender with Platte Valley Bank. Buying a home is a big milestone, and at Platte Valley Bank, we're here to make it a little easier. From understanding your budget to securing the right mortgage, we guide you through every step of the way. With competitive rates and personalized support, we make home ownership easy, whether it is your first home or your next home. You've earned it. Now it's time to own it with a mortgage from Platte Valley Bank. Platte Valley Bank, you belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Looking for expert urologic care in your community? Dr. Matthew Rutman, board-certified urologist at Banner Health Torrington, specializes in comprehensive urologic and pelvic health, treating everything from bladder issues and kidney stones to pelvic pain and prostate issues. Dr. Rutman provides personalized, compassionate care right here in your community. Call Banner Health Torrington at 307-532-8758. Banner Health, making healthcare easier so life can be better.
Bear Mountain Beef is your go-to for all of your USDA beef, hog, lamb, and goat processing. Located in Hot Springs, they're the premier USDA processor in the area. Give them a call today to book your next appointment, 307-338-2751, or visit their website, bearmountainbeef.com, 338-2751. Bear Mountain Beef, a cut above the rest.
Blodorns in Torrington is proud to have been serving the area for over 100 years. At Blodorns, they believe that the essence of your legacy can be found not only in the things you build and leave behind, but through the relationships you create along the way. That's why you can trust the friendly staff for help with any project. They have the building supplies you need from start to finish. Shop online today at blodorns.com. Blodorns, products you need, people you trust.
Bluffs Car Care would like to wish the Hornet student athletes the best of luck. Remember Bluffs Car Care for all of your automotive needs. From tricycles to dozers, they'll get you covered. From brakes to major motor repair, and they handle all tires including ag. Bluffs Car Care at 700 Parsons Street in Pine Bluffs. And go Hornets!
The Bluffs Veterinary Clinic in Pine Bluffs offers the best professional medical care for your animals. Whether livestock or personal pets, you can count on quality of care that your animals deserve. When it comes to ensuring recovery from surgical or non-surgical treatments, Dr. Shane, Nicodemus, and Bliss utilize the latest in care technology, as they know how much your pet means to you. For complete veterinary care, call Bluffs Vet Clinic at 245-9263. That's 245-9263.
As the seasons change, so do our banking needs. At Points West Community Bank, we have the experienced staff to help you year-round. From planting in the spring, growing in the summer, and harvest in the fall, we have you covered. Our local ag officers specialize in the agricultural needs of our community and take the time to learn your individual operation one-on-one. Stop in and see us today to meet with our ag lenders to discuss your seasonal and year-round operating needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Points West Bank in Pine Bluffs, 205 West 2nd Street. Call 245-3900.
Whether you love them or can't stand them, surprises are a part of life. I'm Ryan Young, your Torrington Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can help you get ready for whatever life throws at you. As your needs change, we can change what you need to do to help you end up where you want to be. And while there is never a good time to experience unexpected costs, we can work together to help make them feel a little less unexpected. Stop by our office on Main Street in Torrington or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Eric's Lube Express provides fast, friendly, and convenient oil changes with no appointment needed. Located in the Cold Springs Business Park, just north of Baumgars. Simply drive up and never get out of your vehicle. They'll also accommodate your busy schedule with pickup and delivery service. Just call 307-338-2653. Oil changes made easy. Eric's Lube Express. Swing through today.
Whether you're a Wyoming Cowboy fan or a Trailblazer, Lancer, Dogger, or Cyclone, Heartline Embroidery has the apparel and accessories you need to show your school colors. Stop in the store on Main Street in Torrington and take a look for yourself. From jackets and t-shirts to everyday gear and accessories, we promise you'll find something for the whole family. With new items always coming into the store, you'll always find that perfect item to show off your school spirit. Only at Heartland Embroidery, downtown Torrington.
Most homeowners would be surprised to know how much energy their home uses. We at High West Energy, your touch-tone energy cooperative, have many ideas that you can do to increase energy efficiency. Log on to highwestenergy.com to see the many products we offer. There is something all of us can and should do to help. The employees and directors of High West Energy are always looking out for you and are proud to support our area athletes. High West Energy, your touch-tone energy cooperative.
Your farm or ranch is unique. Your insurance coverage should be too. I'm Kyle Rafferty, and at JGL8 Insurance Center, we provide coverage for everything you work hard for day in and day out. We tailor coverages to meet the needs of your operation. Together, we can find the right policy to protect you from the unexpected. Give me a call at 532-2147 or drop by my office here in Torrington. JGL8 Insurance, a Platte Valley company.
The best doggone bank around. Hi, this is Leonard at First State Bank in Torrington. Bank fees are rough, but not with totally free checking. Ask about our awesome checking accounts with free online banking, free instant issue Visa debit cards, and a free gift, an outdoor blanket. That's our way of saying thank you. Warning, our service may lead to excessive tail wagging. First State Bank in Torrington, a division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking, member FDIC.
Michael and Diane Lerwick are proud supporters of the Pine Bluffs Hornets. They invite you to join them in cheering on our boys and girls in every activity this season. Good luck, Hornets, from the Lerwick family.
Lodgepole Valley Seed is a proud supporter of the Pine Bluffs Hornets and wish them the best of luck this sports season. Reach out to your local channel dealer to discover seedsmanship at work. Your local channel seedsman is Chris Fornstrom. Call Chris today at 307-274-2825. That's 274-2825. Proud to support the Hornets. Lodgepole Valley Seed in Pine Bluffs.
Are you planning a kitchen remodel but don't know where to start?
Hi, this is Dan Shields from Century Lumber. Start with semi-custom diamond cabinets and Century Lumber. Diamond cabinets offer the latest door styles and finishes at an affordable price. I can walk you through all the features and benefits and provide a free estimate and expert design. Stop in and turn that vision of your dream kitchen into a reality with the help of Century Lumber Center in Torrington.
Looking for great prices and special offers on top quality parts and accessories? You'll find them at Pine Bluffs Napa Auto Parts. Whether you're looking for batteries, wipers, belts, or hoses, visit Pine Bluffs Napa Auto Parts on 8th Street or go to napaonline.com. You can reserve the parts that you need for your garage project. There are also winter deals on batteries when you stop in at Pine Bluffs Napa. Get the good stuff at Pine Bluffs Napa.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
At Platte River Family Dentistry, it's their vision that patients have the freedom to choose a lifetime of optimum dental health. It's their mission to provide progressive excellence in dental care with the ultimate in patient comfort. Dr. Marsh, Dr. Lucas, and the staff are always striving to learn the most up-to-date information, so it's clear to see that Platte River Family Dentistry is the right choice for your dental health. They appreciate your referrals and always welcome new patients. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448. Todd Fornstrom and the crew would like to take this time to wish the Pine Bluffs Hornets the best of luck this season. For premium hay and alfalfa products, call 245-3674. That's 245-3674. Go Hornets!
Sadie's Cafe in Pine Bluffs wishes the Hornets the best of luck this season. And attention students, present your student ID when you come in and get 10% off your entree and drink. Try a cinnamon roll or one of their hearty soups. Sadie's Cafe, always supporting the Pine Bluffs Hornets and located at 515 West 5th in Pine Bluffs.
Texas Trail Market in Pine Bluffs has all you'll need to feed the family. Shop today and find quality meat, fresh produce, and all of your frozen favorites. Be sure to check our website, texastrailmarket.com, for sales and online coupons. Texas Trail Market in Pine Bluffs, a proud sponsor of Pine Bluffs activities and proud to help you feed the family.
Torrington Vision Source is a proud radio sponsor of area athletes and the Wyoming Cowboys. We're your one source for your family's eye care needs. Eye exam, full service optical, contact lenses, eye diseases and injuries, surgical co-management. We use the latest in technology, not only in diagnosing your problem, but also in the products to fix it. Our helpful and friendly staff is just a phone call or click away. 532-4114 or TorringtonVisionSource.com, or like us on Facebook. Torrington Vision Source. Doctors Grant and Linda Jones, East M Street in Torrington.
This is Al Maloney, General Manager at Transwest Ford, letting you know that our quick lane is open to serve you with no appointments necessary. Stop by and take advantage of the best value in the valley with the works starting at $69.95. Is life too busy? No problem. Ask our team about our pickup and delivery services. We service all makes and models. Stop by or call our team at 308-635-3701. Drive a little, save a lot at Transwest Ford of Scotts Bluff.
Shad Bates back in Lingle. We're about 6.5 minutes away from our next contest, and that will be Pine Bluffs and Hewlett. Take a look. We've done 2 broadcasts so far. Lingle-Ft Laramie Lady Doggers varsity took care of Rock River in the first one at 8:30. Started a little bit late. And then right after that, we had Lingle-Ft Laramie JV beat Hannah Elk Mountain. Other teams that we're covering in this tournament, Niobrara County, Pine Bluffs, they're going to be up next as they're taking on Hewlett, as well as Guernsey Sunrise. We'll see if we can't get them over to this gym. The format of the tournament is it's classic Mike Lashley. They're running them in here. Next court up. So although they have a schedule of who they're playing, and when after that contest, we're not sure on which gym they will be in. We will have, want to remind everybody, we'll have some scores and updates and I guess the sports team for KGOS, KERM Sports. Following the Torrington Trailblazers game tonight, probably I would guess 20, 30 minutes, probably closer to 30 minutes after that contest, we will go live and I will bring you all the scores from today's, as well as try to get some scores from 2 of the other listening area teams. They are both in Douglas at the tournament in Douglas, a 2-day thing. Southeast, I know, played Douglas earlier today, and Douglas is awfully good. Torrington is in a different pool, I believe, than Douglas. But we'll get you all those scores as well this evening. So So we want you to be sure to tune into that. Pine Bluffs is on the court now, warming up. I believe that they will be receiving the ball. They won't have the serve when we come back. And we'll do that after this timeout and come back with the Essential Fuels starting lineup.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Before you head out on your next road trip, Ty's Pit Stop in Lingle invites you to stop in and stock up. They continue to serve the area with competitive gas prices, and they've got plenty of road trip snacks to choose from. With Coca-Cola products, along with other hot and cold beverages, snacks, fresh entrees that are always hot and ready, and even adult beverages for the weekend. Ty's Pit Stop on the corner in Lingle, locally and veteran-owned and operated.
Our producers know that running a successful operation these days requires having reliable service and quality products. That's why you know you can trust the knowledgeable people at Westco to provide you sound agronomic advice, aerial application, bulk fuel, lubricants, propane, tires, and other essentials to keep your operation running smoothly. Our priority is helping you succeed. Call or visit your nearest Westco location today. Westco. Service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
Live coverage of the Dogger Invitational, not just on Cinch Country, but also KGOS Sports on the YouTube channel. Before we get to the Essential Fuel starting lineups, I want to remind everybody that of GoCoNow.com, you'll be able to read all the local, state, and relevant news. Sports, weather. Also have on there a crime section with all the city fines in Torrington County and big district court cases that might be coming up. And then the sports section, which is fantastic. There'll be pictures, articles. KGOS doing KERM, Keith Broadcasting, doing a fantastic job of beefing up their internet presence with GoCoNow.com. Take a look at the Essential Fuels starting lineups, where quality service meets competitive prices. Feeling hungry? Try one of their breakfast or lunch items, made fresh, hot, and ready for you. Essential Fuels, your essential stop in Torrington. Take a look at the Hewlett Lady Red Devils. They're going to come out this way. A sophomore, number 9, Jolie J. A senior, number 10, Izzy Forsheim. A sophomore, number 11, Jocelyn Didier. A freshman, number 13, Lindsay Geib. A freshman, number 20, Madison Willems. And a freshman, number 21, Chloe Sean. Starting three freshmen, a couple sophomores, and only one senior on this team. Wow. Pine Bluffs Lady Hornets. They're going to come out this. They have quite a few starters from last year, which is great to see. Ought to be a force in 2A again this year. They're going to come out this way. Sophomore, number 10, or a sophomore, number 1, Brinley Lloyd. A junior, number 7, Katie Bruns. Just a junior, been starting since she was a freshman. Number 8, Avery Gray. Number 13, a junior, Inez Lazos. Number 22, a senior, Avery Sweeter, been starting forever. Number 23, Hattie Lerwick, a senior, starting forever. And the libero is going to be Kiefer Formstrom, and Kiefer is a junior. So, while the teams are clearing the court and the down official gets everything set and ready to go, let's take a timeout, and we'll be back with First Serve.
In the Cowboys state, we all know that oil and gas play a pivotal role in our Wyoming way of life. Western Proppants in Yoder is proud to provide high-quality frac sand for the oil and gas community. In fact, they're the only in-basin source for high-quality frac sand in southeastern Wyoming. Learn more at westernproppants.com and check out the careers page for job opportunities. Western Proppants, located in Yoder, Wyoming.
Hey moms and dads, you're teaching us stuff every day, even when you don't mean to. Pretty soon, we'll think we know everything, but at least for now, we think you do. But even we know that it's not okay to text and drive, because when you're texting, you're not driving. Pretty soon, we'll be the ones driving, and you're going to want us to be safe. But we're going to remember what you show us more than what you tell us. So put your seatbelt on and turn your cell phone off.
Paid for by YDOT.
Back at Lingle-Ft Laramie, teams just coming onto the court. Take a look at the schedule. Right now we're about a third, maybe not quite a third of the way through with Pine and Hewlett. Games coming up probably won't get to broadcast. Guernsey and the Lingle-Ft Laramie JV, I think they're probably in the other gym rocking and rolling. After that, it's going to be Rock River, Upton, and then Hannah, Elk Mountain, Arvada. Then comes a block of possible back-to-back contests. Niobrara County will take on Hewlett. Lingle-Ft Laramie will take on Upton. And then what will be a good one, I think, Pine Bluffs and Lingle-Ft Laramie. I anticipate being able to get you a couple of those, and then more as the day progresses. That will put us about two-thirds of the way through, and we're ready to go with the first serve. That's going to go to Lerwick, popped up in the air by Bruns, and getting the kill is going to be Lerwick. Side out to the Lady Hornets, and Lerwick will be back serving to the Red Devils. This one popped up in the air by Sean. Nice dig out there by Lazos. Hewlett on the attack. Free ball. Stuff blocked by Sweeter. Right in the middle. Now free ball over to Lerwick. Here's Bruns. Going to be tipped over. Nice dig. Bruns again setting this time outside to Gray, and she's going to get the kill. Avery went right up the line on that one from the left side. Hornets up 2-zip, CNA scoreboard. We are in the first set here for Pine. They played Guernsey earlier, and I think that one went rather quickly because Lady Vikings came over to this gym pretty quick. There's a nice serve off the hands of Willems, and going to be an ace for Lerwick. Lerwick's going to get an ace falling. Boy, the bottom fell out of that right in front of Sean. Pine Bluffs is ranked number 4 in the coaches and media poll. The first one before anybody had played. This is the first day that volleyball contest can happen, and Lerwick drew that one long. Side out to Hewlett. Willems back to serve for the Lady Red Devils. That one goes to Lerwick. Bruns, backside set to Sweeter, goes cross court and long. So 4-2 CNA scoreboard. Good serve. Lazos is there. Popped straight up in the air by Formstrom, and now Bruns just has to free ball it over, misses wide left. Katie shaking her head, didn't like that one. Little unforced error. We're going to get an out of rotation. That happens early in the year, as I think Gray was not on the court. She has already transitioned off the court by the time the serve got there. Bit of a mental mistake there by Avery Gray. Tied at 4. Lerwick. Bruns tracks it down. Now Sweeter from 10 just stands and pops it over. Hewlett setting up an offense. On the attack was Forsheim. Free balled over. Forsheim's going to pop it straight up in the air, and now Sean is going to take it long. So coming out is going to be Formstrom, and checking in is going to be Lloyd, with Sweeter serving. High floater handled by Hewlett. Set up outside to Sean, and she's going to go off the block for the kill. Side out, we're tied at 5. Hewlett with just 13 girls out, which is probably a pretty good number, small community. Bruns outside to Gray, partially touched, popped up in the air off the net and then off the ceiling, and then free ball over. Bruns going outside to Lloyd, dinks it over the top, dumps it over the top of the double block for the kill. Nice play there by Lloyd, as the double block would have stifled her if she hit it, so she just set it right over the top of it. Bruns will serve. It's a great serve off the hand of Geib. Popped up in the air by Lerwick. Bruns in the middle to Gray. Didn't get on top of it, but we're going to get a net call on Didier. So a point to the Lady Hornets, 7-5 CNA scoreboard. Bruns, another good serve. A bit of a shank by Geib. Now it's got to be free balled over by Willens. Bruns setting up outside to Lloyd, goes cross court. There to dig it out is Forshine. Partially blocked at the net. Pancaked attempt by Formstrom. Gets it up, but Lerwick, who had to come a long way to try to get it, couldn't get there. 7-6 CNA scoreboard. Service to Hewlett, and that will be Geib back there serving. There's a high floater outside. Nice job by Lerwick. Put her foot on the line. It was outside of her foot, so she let it go. So Avery Gray, her turn at the service line for the Lady Hornets. There's a little tiny floater, short serve, overpass to Formstrom. Bruns at the net, takes it over, popped up in the air. Now free ball back to Bruns. Lazos from the right side is going to take it with her left hand, backhanded it, and the set by Jay to nobody. So that's going to be a kill. Bit unconventional on that one. Bit of a roll off the fingers from the 10-foot line now. Formstrom to Lloyd on the outside, goes cross court. Set it, passes tight on the net. Getting a hand on it was Jay, but not to anywhere where anybody could play it. We're going to get a timeout at 10-6 on the CNA scoreboard. I'll take one too. I'll be back after this.
Ashley Arntz, mortgage lender with Platte Valley Bank. Buying a home is a big milestone, and at Platte Valley Bank, we're here to make it a little easier. From understanding your budget to securing the right mortgage, we guide you through every step of the way. With competitive rates and personalized support, we make home ownership easy, whether it is your first home or your next home. You've earned it. Now it's time to own it with a mortgage from Platte Valley Bank. Platte Valley Bank, you belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Looking for expert urologic care in your community? Dr. Matthew Rutman, board-certified urologist at Banner Health Torrington, specializes in comprehensive urologic and pelvic health, treating everything from bladder issues and kidney stones to pelvic pain and prostate issues. Dr. Rutman provides personalized, compassionate care right here in your community. Call Banner Health Torrington at 307-532-8758. Banner Health, making healthcare easier so life can be better.
Perfect timing as Gray serves, goes right into the net. Good timeout by Hewlett. 10-7. We're in set 1 at the Dogger Invite. Hewlett and Pine. And back serving is Sean to Formstrom. Bruns outside to Lerwick, goes right up the gut. Sean's there to dig it out, and then tried to take it over on first contact there. Blocking it was Lerwick. Bruns on the attack, backside set. It's going to go long. No touch is called by Lazos. 10-8 CNA scoreboard. Nice to have a lefty on that right side. Sean's serve is well long. Almost hit the Upton girls, laying against the wall back there. Back serving is Formstrom. High floater. Jay setting it up. That one looks long. Played by Gray. Bruns outside to Lerwick, and she put it in the net. Mistimed everything. Had he just got a little anxious, went a little early. 11-9 CNA scoreboard. Back to serve is Didier. To Gray. Sweeter takes it, and then Lerwick just pops the ball over to Jay. Setter's out. Here's the attack on the outside by Willems. Diving save by Gray is a free ball. A little bit to net. Now we're going to get a net call. I think that's going to be on Lerwick. It is. Hand just, on the attempted block, hand just caught the top of the tape. 11-10 here in set one. Formstrom to Bruns. To Sweeter in the middle. Tosses. Nice diving save by Geib. Free balled over. Formstrom is there. Bruns outside to Lerwick. She's going to be stuff blocked, but it is in. Oh, it was on the line. I didn't have a good angle on that one. It was pretty close. We're tied at 11 on the CNA scoreboard. Pretty good volleyball this early in the season. That one's long and out. So Pine serve, I think it'll be Lazos. It is. She rotates back. Lefty serve. Sean digs it out. Tracked down by Jay, and now just free balled over to Pine. There's a bit of an overpass. Handled by Bruns. Hewlett back on the attack on the outside with Willems and puts it into the net. Pine could use a little run here, 4 or 5 points. Put some distance here in set one. It's 13-11 on the CNA scoreboard. Good serve there by Lazos, and now free balled over by Willens. It's going to be out of bounds. 14-11. Coach saying you got too far under it, get it out in front of you, and he's right. That's why it went down. Didn't get any topspin on it. Lazos' serve set on the outside to Didier. Now Bruns setting and just takes it into the campfire. Back row was way back waiting for a big swing. Nobody there in the middle of the court, and that's right where she dumped it. 15-11 CNA scoreboard. Serve is going to go to Sean, and now free ball over to Formstrom. Bruns, she's going to go outside to Lerwick. She dumps it over the top of the block. Swinging arm, Jay gets it up in the air, and now just free ball over by Willens. Now Williams takes it over on the second attack. Lazos tracks it down. It's outside the antenna. She was running away from the court, tried to bring it back over the top of her head, couldn't get there. So Gracie Riefschneider checking in now to play the back row. After the serving, nice serving from Lazos. 15-12 CNA scoreboard. And Jolie J serving for Hewlett. It's out. Wide right. Head coach Travis Werner with a nice catch. We went around a complete rotation. Hattie Lerwick, who started serving, back to serve. Good one. Pop straight up in the air. Now just got to be free ball over by Williams to Sweeter. Runs back to Sweeter in the middle. Partially touch of the net. Jay pops it up in the air. Sean to Willems. And it's going to be blocked by Sweeter out of bounds. Nice job getting up. Just didn't get her hands turned to force that ball back to the middle of the court. 16-3, and Willems serving to Formstrom. Bruns. Sweeter tried to pass it over and put it right in the net. Pine running a 5-1, so there's 5 hitters on the court at all times, whether Bruns is in the front row or back row. There's a deep serve to Riefschneider. She shanks it into the wall. Across the gym from me. 16-15 CNA scoreboard. Willems to Lerwick. Pass, the serve got to her a little too fast. She couldn't step back. Goes up off the top of her arms out of the play. We're knotted up at 16. Willems been back there serving quite a while. Lerwick passes it to no one. Transition back was Gray, and it was right where she had voided, and Bruns couldn't get there. So Hewlett with the lead now, 17-16. They fought their way back. Another good serve. Riefschneider pops it up in the air. Lerwick from 12 rolls the ball over. Came down awkwardly on her ankle. She's limping a little bit. Free ball over to Formstrom. Bruns outside to Gray. She takes it to the campfire. Popped diving for it, but couldn't get her hand under it. It was Didier. Now we're going to have a sub as Lerwick's going to come out. And Anna Lerwick coming in. That was Hattie coming out. Also coming out after the rotation is the libero Formstrom. And in for her is Lloyd. Now popped up in the air. Lerwick to Lloyd, but it gets caught in the rafters, so Gray takes it with her left hand, dumps it into the campfire. Pine back up, 18-17 CNA scoreboard. Sweeter, serve. Popped up in the air by Joy. Taken cross court by Geib off the arm of Pine for the point, tied at 18. And back to serve will be Fosheim for Hewlett. Little jump serve is a high floater. Goes out wide left, goes off her hand. I see Upton is done over on the other court, so Hannah Elk Mountain, Arvada, Claremont teeing it up over there. That means we've got the trio of possible broadcast games coming your way probably after this one. Back to live action. Bruns outside to Lloyd, off the block, nice placement. Split the wickets between the two blockers in Didier and Geib, and off of Didier's hand for the kill. 20-18 here in set one. The Dogger Invitational. Bruns serving. Willens to Sean. Nice dig that time by the Lady Hornets. Here's a set in the middle, pushed over. That was Didier on the attack. Right back at him, right back at Pine. Bruns tracks it down, and now it's going to be Lerwick from 15. Popped up. Sean on the attack. Lloyd is there. Bruns going to dump it into the campfire. Sean gets her hand on it, tracking it down, getting it back up into play off the ceiling, and then back in play inside the antenna. Nope, they're going to call it outside the antenna. The down official didn't quite, wasn't watching that one, and so the down linesman, so the down official is going to go over and say, hey, you be sure to watch that and make the call. So 21-18, Bruns still serving. Pine looking to put this one first set away. That's a let serve. Popped up in the air by Joy. Now Bruns on the attack. Lerwick, or that was Avery Gray in the middle for the kill. We're at 22-18. I wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout if the Pine scores this next point. Popped up in the air now from 12 feet. Nice dig by Formstrom. Lazos pops it over. Deep. Joy setting outside to Sean. Off the block of Gray for the kill. This is a best of three. First two are to 25 with no cap. Last one's to 15. There's a serve going to be handled by Lerwick. Bruns, backside set to Gray. Hits the top of the net but falls down for the kill. We're at 23-19 CNA scoreboard. With Gray serving for Hewlett. Joy, she's setting up outside to Didier, and it's going to be called out. We're at set point, 24-19 for Pine Bluffs. With Avery Gray serving. Joy, where's she going to go? She goes right over the top. Formstrom's there, and the campfire covers it. Here's to Lloyd on the attack. Then I will off the block of Didier for the kill. 25-19. Pine wins set one. So we'll take a timeout, come back with set two after this.
Bear Mountain Beef is your go-to for all of your USDA beef, hog, lamb, and goat processing. Located in Hot Springs, they're the premier USDA processor in the area. Give them a call today to book your next appointment, 307-338-2751, or visit their website, bearmountainbeef.com, 338-2751. Bear Mountain Beef, a cut above the rest.
Blowdorns in Torrington is proud to have been serving the area for over 100 years. At Blowdorns, they believe that the essence of your legacy can be found not only in the things you build and leave behind, but through the relationships you create along the way. That's why you can trust the friendly staff for help with any project. They have the building supplies you need from start to finish. Shop online today at blowdorns.com. Blowdorns, products you need, people you trust.
Bluffs Car Care would like to wish the Hornet student athletes the best of luck. Remember Bluffs Car Care for all of your automotive needs. From tricycles to dozers, they'll get you covered. From brakes to major motor repair, and they handle all tires including ag. Bluffs Car Care at 700 Parsons Street in Pine Bluffs. And go Hornets!
The Bluffs Veterinary Clinic in Pine Bluffs offers the best professional medical care for your animals. Whether livestock or personal pets, you can count on quality of care that your animals deserve. When it comes to ensuring recovery from surgical or non-surgical treatments, Dr. Shane, Nicodemus, and Bliss utilize the latest in care technology, as they know how much your pet means to you. For complete veterinary care, call Bluffs Vet Clinic at 245-9263. That's 245-9263.
As the seasons change, so do our banking needs. At Points West Community Bank, we have the experienced staff to help you year-round. From planting in the spring, growing in the summer, and harvest in the fall, we have you covered. Our local ag officers specialize in the agricultural needs of our community and take the time to learn your individual operation one-on-one. Stop in and see us today to meet with our ag lenders to discuss your seasonal and year-round operating needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Points West Bank in Pine Bluffs, 205 West 2nd Street. Call 245-3900.
Chad Bates back at Lingle-Ft Laramie High School. Dogger Invitational. Teams on the court. Down official checking their lineup. I believe the next teams up are going to be Niobrara County versus Hewlett, and then after that, Lingle-Ft Laramie Upton and Pine Bluffs versus Lingle-Ft Laramie. We will get one, if not two, of those contests, I think. So Pine has to serve, and Lazo's going to start it out after winning set one, 25-19. There's an overpass to Sweeter. She's going to, oh, that was Lerwick pounding it down. Those overpasses are a killer, especially a team like Pine who can get up in the front row. This one's going to be shanked off of, this serve off of Willems for an ace. So overpass and then an ace. Pine starting out good. I'm not sure they started out slow. It was closer than I thought the first set, but I think that Hewlett was playing some inspired volleyball. We'll see about set two. Sean to Joy, and now we're going to get a net call on Sweeter. So a side out. Red Devil serve back doing it is going to be Jolie J, excuse me, to Formstrom. Sweeter in the middle on the attack is going to go to her right and get the kill, but we're going to get a net call, and that net call is going to be on Fosheim. So Lerwick, that's Hattie back serving. 3-1 lead. Sean, now it's got to be a free ball over by Willems, partially touched at the net. Bruns just takes it over, second contact, pass was close. Here's Bruns setting up some offense on a little bit of a roll. Set to the back corner with Sweeter for the kills. Sweeter rolled, but she was rolled really wide. You got to go right off the back side of your setter on that roll. And so all she could do was set it, but found a spot in the back left corner. Here's the serve to Sean, and now going cross court on a bit of a roll of their own is Geib. She's going to get the kill off the hand of Lazos. Checking in is going to be Gracie Riefschneider for Lazos after her service. After the serve and the side out. So there's an ace right in front of Lerwick and Riefschneider. Good serve. Not much you can do with that one. Not much time to take that step forward and receive that ball and get a good platform. 4-3 CNA scoreboard. Pine with the lead. This one's handled by Lerwick. Bruns tracks it down. Goes cross court to Gray. Dig by Willens. Now Sean on the attack. Popped up in the air one-handed by Formstrom. Sweeter in the middle. Just dinks it over. She got to swing on that overpass. Bruns takes it to the middle right for the kill. Diving for it was Willems, but no chance of getting that. Good spot by Bruns. That'll move Avery Sweeter back to serve. Pass to the middle. Popped up in the air by Joy, and now on the attempt to block was Gray, but she didn't seal the net, so it goes right down the front of her. Wreck Rivers made their way to this gym. They think they're going to be up here next. We're tied at 5. CNA scoreboard. Back serving is Fosheim. Good receive by Lerwick. Backside set to Gray. Partially blocked the net. Popped up in the air by Fosheim. For Willems. And now on the stuff block by Gray. Going to be a free ball back at Pine. Bruns. Gray at the net. Blocked. And Gray's going to touch it twice. No call. Ball goes in. Yep, there's the down official going to call the double contact by Gray. She popped it up, went into the net, and then popped it again. And that's a no-no unless... There's the call. Double contact. Okay. Red Devils up 6-5 on the CNA scoreboard. Good serve to Formstrom. Bruns is there. Lerwick from 13 gets on top of it off of Willems. And now Willems from 15 goes cross court. Formstrom dives, but it goes out of bounds. Point to the Red Devils. Fosheim still serving, and that was long. Side out needed by Pine. Katie Bruns back to serve. Bruns puts it under the net. Not what you wanted. 8-6 CNA scoreboard. Here in the second set after Pine wins the first one 25-19. And back serving was Geib, and it went long. So Avery Gray's turn at the service line. Pine looking to get on a run. Just down one about a third of the way through the first set. There's a block that goes right between the hands of Lerwick. Falls to the court. Just trading points. That one's juiced and too long by Sean. Pine needing to get on a run. Lloyd coming out. Coming in is Sweeter on the double switch, and back to serve is going to be Kiefer Formstrom. She misses wide to the left. So serving is Jolie J. Formstrom with a nice dig. Pops up. Lazos just kind of free balls it over, but it's outside the antenna. 11-8. Hewlett with the lead. That serve looked long. Gray pops it up in the air to Bruns. Lerwick puts it into the top of the tape. I'm thinking maybe we're going to get a timeout here shortly from head coach Travis Warner. 12-8 CNA scoreboard, and Pine lacking a little fire. Free balled over by Bruns into the campfire. Diving, getting a hand on it was Didier. But it goes out of bounds. Lazo's back to serve with a 3-point deficit, 12-9 CNA scoreboard. Good serve there at the net. Joy has to take it over, or Jay does. Attack by Lerwick off the net. Now back on the attack is Hewlett to Lerwick. Bruns to the middle. Going back left is Sweeter. Passes in the net. They're going to get a net call. Coming in to try to pull it out of the net was Willems, but she couldn't do it. Sweeter had a pretty good set that she could have, I thought, hit it, but decided to set it to the back corner. Lazo's serve is going to go to Sean, to Jay, to Willems at the 10-foot line is long. Pine crawling back in it, now just 1 point down. 12-11. You got Bruns, Lerwick, and Sweeter across the front row. That's a good one. This little roll from 13 feet by Sean works out, goes off Laszlo's hands for the kill. Checking in is going to be Riefschneider. Play that back row after Laszlo gets done serving. Jay back serving for the Red Devils. High floater to Formstrom. Bruns is there. Back row attacked by Gray. Jay tries to pop it up in the air towards the up official. Into the net. Geib can't dig it out. And Pine back just to 1 with Hattie Lerwick trying to get him going. A little flat here in the second set. Jay, she's setting backside. Bruns is there. Overpass. Riefschneider to Bruns. Back over. Jay, she's going back row to Sean. Sean partially touches the net by Sweeter. Caught the tape. Gray pulls it back into play. And now Lerwick's going to free ball it over. Nice job by Gray getting that thing back into play so they could get it over the net. Here's Willems from the back row, and it's long. Oh, but we're going to get a net call on Lerwick. So Willems will go back and serve. Pine looking for a side out here halfway through set 2 after winning set 1. Formstrom pops it straight up in the air. Gray tracks it down, and now Formstrom's got to try to free ball it over. She does. Here's an overpass to Sweeter, and she pounds it down up the middle. Diving, getting a hand on it was Willems, but she went off her hand into the wall. So Avery Sweeter will be back to serve for Pine. To Willems. Jay, backside set. And Avery Gray did not seal the net. Again, get her hands to the net or over slightly. Goes down the front of her on that attack. Side out to Hewlett with Fosheim serving. Formstrom to Lloyd. Gray off of Sean's hands. Giving chases Willems. And now from way back and then out of bounds, that was Fosheim that she was about 15 feet past the end line. Tried to get it back, but it was wide to the right. So Katie Bruns serving. Now would be a good time for Pine to go on that run and get a little bit of distance here. Lots of times it's close early, and then the separation starts. This one goes off. This pass goes off the ceiling, and now free balled over by Willems. Bruns set into Avery Grace. A little bit of a short set, quick set, and it goes off of the hands of Didier for the kill. We're tied at 15. Nice set there and execution on the kind of a quick set. Not real flat, but it was quicker than most. This ball pass goes off the rafters. And then Formstrom sticks her hand up on a ball that would have been long. Goes out of bounds, so side out. 16-15 CNA scoreboard. Red Devils with the lead here in set 2. Bruns setting in the middle of Lazos, and she's going to be blocked. They're going to call 4 hits, but it definitely hit the fingertips of Hewlett at the net. 17-15. With Geib serving to Lerwick. Bruns backside to Gray, goes off of Sean's hands, out of bounds. So Avery will go back. Avery Gray. We got a couple Averys on the court. I guess Sweeter isn't out there right now. High floater to Geib, to Jay, to Sean, into the net. Point to Lady Hornets. Now we're tied at 17. See where she's going to go with this serve. She goes right to Willems. Attack cross court. Formstrom's there. Runs. And now off balance swing by Lazos is long. Set was backside set, and it was outside the antenna, and Lazos was already starting to transition, had to stop and then hit it from behind her head. Sean's serve into the net. It's 2 in a row she's done that. Tied at 18. With Kiefer Formstrom back to serve. The libero and the double switch. Sweeter comes in the front row. High floater going to be shanked. And that was Didier. So scored an ace. 19-18 Pine with the lead finally. High floater. It's going to go to Jay. Popped up, and now Willems on the attack. Nice dig by Gray. Sweeter stands and pops it over. Here's the attack in the middle. Partially touched it by Sweeter at the net. That was Geib who had that nice swing. And headed back to serve will be Didier. Tied at 19. Again, Pine wins that first set, 25-19. Serve goes to Formstrom. Runs into the campfire. Everybody standing and watching. That's a kill for the setter. Little dump action on second contact. It was wide open. The defense, back row, the back three were back way too far. Left that wide open. Everybody up at the net trying to block it, and it just went right over the top of the block and dumped it in. So Lazos will back to serve. Get a couple more points here. Here's Jay. She's going to go in the middle to Fosheim, and it's long. 21-19. I think we're going to get a timeout. Let's see. Yep, Hewlett's going to take one, so I'll take one too. I'll be back after this.
Whether you love them or can't stand them, surprises are a part of life. I'm Ryan Young, your Torrington Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can help you get ready for whatever life throws at you. As your needs change, we can change what you need to do to help you end up where you want to be. And while there is never a good time to experience unexpected costs, we can work together to help make them feel a little less unexpected. Stop by our office on Main Street in Torrington or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Eric's Lube Express provides fast, friendly, and convenient oil changes with no appointment needed. Located in the Cold Springs Business Park, just north of Baumgars. Simply drive up and never get out of your vehicle. They'll also accommodate your busy schedule with pickup and delivery service. Just call 307-338-2653. Oil changes made easy. Eric's Lube Express. Swing through today.
Back here at Lingle-Ft Laramie High School, 21-19. Lady Hornets up on the Lady Devils of Hewlett. Looking to close out set 2 and the match after they win set 1, 25-19. Best of 2. There's a let serve. That's an ace. Trickled off the top of the net and then just died in front of a diving Didier. Say that 3 times in a row. 22-19. Lazos with the serve. Jay setting up outside to Willems. Partially touches the net and falls into the campfire for the kill. Side out, 22-20. CNA scoreboard. Formstrom. Outside to Lerwick. Nice dig by Didier. Back into play. Now free ball over to Lerwick. Bruns going to Sweeter. Sweeter with the big swing. Jay with the save. And now Williams got to get it back in play. She does. Bruns. She's going outside to Lerwick. Lerwick is going to be, I think she put it into the net more than it was blocked. Reschneider will check in. 22-21 CNA scoreboard. Pretty good set here for both teams. Maybe a little flat or for Pine, but Hewlett looking pretty tough for a very small roster. High floater to Reschneider. Bruns takes it over second contact. Nice dig by Willems, and now a stuff block in the middle by Sweeter, and we're going to get a lift call trying to dig it out, and that lift was on Fosheim. 23-21 CNA scoreboard. Back serving is Lerwick. That's Anna Lerwick. Now free ball over to Pine. Formstrom to Bruns. Sweeter from 10. Free balls it over. This is going to be a little bit of a roll. Partially blocked at the net by Sweeter. Nice dig by Formstrom. A free ball over by Gray. Great sequence there by Sweeter. Gets her hand on it, gets it back up. Willems tries to go line. It's wide. 24-21. Match point for Pine with Anna Lerwick serving. Good serve there. Diving save. Jay pops it up. Williams has to free ball it over. Formstrom's there to cover it. Bruns with the set. Backside set to Sweeter. Jay digs it up. Setters out. Willems free balls it over to Anna Lerwick, and it goes out of bounds. Off her hands. Just a freshman. Getting some quality varsity time. 24-22. Match point number 2 for Pine. Back serving is Willems. She's a good one to have in the back row, by the way. That one's going to be taken by Lerwick. Outside to Gray. Nice dig by Didier. Keeps it alive. And then standing and putting it out of bounds is Forsheim. And Pine's going to win set 2, 25-22. Whew. That was a little too close. I didn't think it should be that close. So 25-22. We will have a break in the action of live coverage, but don't go too far because we're going to be back with some more of our listening area teams. We'll come back after this.